Hey guys, 70 is the amount of deals that I can reactivate from my old pipeline, closed deals, and can now turn into new pipeline. My name is Vincent. I'm the founding GTM engineer at Baseloop. And in this video, I am going to show you how you actually can reactivate deals into new pipeline by talking to Claude and build everything in Baseloop. Baseloop is a spreadsheet tool, and I'm going to show it to you in a minute, where you can audit your CRM and look into the data that's already there and turning it not only into new deals that you can reactivate, but also it's telling you who to speak to and what to speak about. Okay, so the first step to turn our closed lost pipeline into new pipeline with this setup is that we are going to pull our lost deals, all of them, from HubSpot into Baseloop. Then we are going to see what changed, and we find out who to call, if they're still working there or if they changed the jobs. And we send everything back to HubSpot as a task. And in this case, what you will have in 4 steps, you turn all your old deals into new pipeline, at least new pipeline possibilities. And it is the quickest way to turn the data that's already in your CRM into the possibility of generating new pipeline. And at the end, that's what the most important part is. So what we will do is we will start talking to Claude. I have a fresh Claude code session. I connected my Baseloop, and you can always try it for free via baseloop.io. Then just press via Claude Code or Claude Codex, and yeah, just try it for free. And what I will say to Claude is, hey Claude, today I want to set up this use case where I want to pull all the closed lost deals from the pipeline in the test Baseloop HubSpot and also built in the demo org of the Baseloop workspace. And what I want you to do is to go to all those closed lost deals. I want you to analyze those deals and why they were lost. Then I want to see what's changed at the company, look into the reasons why we can reconnect and find out who to call. And then, of course, I want to make a task in HubSpot, sync it all back, and make this an actual segment or list from HubSpot pulling into Baseloop so that we can make a recurring system out of this. And every week we can pull new leads into this closed lost sequence, and yeah, make a system out of it to do it not every week but every quarter. I think that's a good time. Oh, and I forgot to give the our own Baseloop task sign. Yeah, so basically, what I did right there is I should have started by /Baseloop, and this is the skill that knows exactly how to operate Baseloop. So how you need to make tables, how every integration works with HubSpot and Baseloop itself, and within a second we will see that we will be making a plan, or actually Claude will be making a plan, and there will be a new table in prompt is given. And now what the Baseloop skill does first is we make a plan, and we make a plan for all the different tables where we pull all closed loss deals. Then we pull all the deal nodes, we do some loss analysis, and then the company signals and a reactivation play, and then we write it back. And also we have a table 2, and that's who to call. Yeah, only the interesting deals, of course, we identified those, and we we pick a new champion or a new contact person if the old champion is gone, and then we create a task. So we can do either a build or a LFG. let's freaking go. So I will say, let you, and I think in a second, we can switch to the Baseloop interface, and yeah, the whole setup will be built. And it's not only building it, it's also testing it on one row. And then, yeah, we also, it also tests it on, so it's not only testing it on one row, then on 10, and yeah, then we can just run it in its full. Okay, so here we see in the Baseloop environment, the spreadsheet, all the deals. And as you can see, we can pull with a scheduled import every 3 months, the first of the month. So every quarter we can get new close loss deals from our CRM into this table, and you can just automate this whole sequence. Then what we did, of course, the deals and all the close lost reasons. And later on, we can pull all the notes we made and also all the calls, because that, of course, is relevant data to have when we want to reactivate. And now, as you can see, it's making a loss analysis. And this whole prompt is actually made by, like, this agent is made by Claude. And as I said before, because of the plugin we built, Claude knows exactly how to operate Baseloop. And you only have to know what outcome you want, and Claude will build this exactly in Baseloop and make a repeatable system out of it. So you don't need Claude when you want to run it. That's just between, in this case, Baseloop and HubSpot. And of course, the AI agents, the models, you can choose what you want to use, and yeah, everything is done in Baseloop itself. And as you can see here, you have the loss analysis, and it's the same here. And yeah, it's basically looking at an AI GTM engineer building this for me, and that's pretty crazy, actually. Okay, so I went to grab a glass of water, and now Claude is just continuing. And as you can see, what it did is we, of course, gave the approving to build. Then we gave the we approved the building, and then what it did is it found two magic issues. Cool, fixing the prompt a bit, and then now it's continuing. So as you can see, it all took the deals, the deal notes, and it did a analysis. And now company signals reactivation play. Oh, cool. And the task is also already made. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so as you can see, the node is created via Baseloop. I can use this in my reactivation call and also a opener. Pretty cool. And of course, if we want this to be smaller, like a node with only the angle, the opener, and what have changed since, we can ask for Claude to make it shorter. So that's pretty easy to adjust. And let me see what Claude is doing right now. Yeah, and as you can see, you can always look into what it exactly did. For the technical people with us, yeah, that's always possible to see. So okay, so the pipeline is fully built and verified. So what we did, we took those 109 deals, we imported them from HubSpot, also the deal notes, etc., and we pushed them into Baseloop. So of course it's done by Claude, but nothing really special there. But then what we did a loss analysis, and we looked if it was reopenable. So in this example, the champion left, and also they chose a competitor that already was in their stack, and they built something in-house. So these two are not available uh, for re-engaging. And then, as you can see, we did some research on the company signals if they are reopenable. And then we, based on that research we did, we searched for an opener and angle to decide what kind of reactivation play would be good to do. And then we made this research note that I showed earlier, and we pushed them into the call list. And then we have two tables, and that's who to call. And in this case, for these companies, what we did was we looked up the company again, and there was a short briefing, why now, and what we aim for. And we created a HubSpot call task, and it's now in HubSpot, so we can show it. And as you can see, for the business development manager, there's a call task. And yeah, we can reach out again. And as you can see, we can create everything. And yeah, we can just re-engage, and we can open up the deal again and create new pipeline. And as I said before, what we can do is we can schedule the import every quarter, for instance, and then we can also put on auto run. And that means that when there is a new close loss deal every quarters that is imported in Baseloop, then when we identify the relevant person to create a HubSpot call test, this is also automated. And now the system is live, so I don't have to change anything. And you can actually do this for free yourself by just going to Baseloop and test it for free, and make just such a use case as I made before via the Cloud Code terminal, or your Cloud Code desktop app, or via Codex. And you can yeah, try and make everything what you want. And in the end, you can end up with new pipeline generated this week by yeah, using Claude and Baseloop in a smart way. And I'm more than happy to assist when needed. So feel free to yeah, to test it out.